Back in row 2, the fellow who won in Daytona, the two-time the series champion, Randy LaJoie, flanked by the former World of Outlaws champion who ran only one lap in Daytona after qualifying 5th, Dave Blaney. Back in row 3, Matt Kenseth, a great run last year to finish second in the points, and Mike McLaughlin driving with a broken right hand. He broke it in the last outing on a short track at Bristol, Tennessee. As you look at our starting lineup, Casey Atwood is one of 2 18-year-old drivers in the field today. The other one is the son of Kyle Petty, young Adam. And Kyle, as you look at our starting lineup, what kind of advice do you give an 18-year-old coming to Talladega to run at almost 200 miles per hour?
You know, I've told him all week, I just keep pointing at my head saying, think, think, think. That's all you can do is just be patient, find you a place to run, and let the veterans do whatever they do, but you just fall in line and follow.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. back on the inside of row 9. His season in 1999 certainly isn't off to the way that he had wanted.
The Busch Series extremely competitive. We said this is only the second time they run on the Superspeedway. They ran at Daytona. They opened the season back in February. 2.5-mile trial over there at the World Center of Racing. But this track, even larger, even faster, and even more steeply banked. 33 degrees as opposed to 31 degrees.
See, Stanton Barrett in the Channel Lock car had a problem on pit road just a moment ago, but they were able to fix the problem. He's back on the speedway.
Another second-generation driver, Bobby Hamilton Jr. His father drives the Kodak Chevy in Winston Cup. Tim the Toolman Fedewa having trouble this year in Busch competition, a 3-time series winner. There's the point leader. Elton Sawyer took a provisional starting spot inside of row 19.
There you have the entire 43 cars that will make up today's Touchstone Energy 300.
There were 51 cars here attempting to qualify. Those that did not qualify include, as you heard Bill Weber say, the winningest driver in Busch Series history, Mark Martin, 36 career victories, the first time he's missed a race since February of 1993. Sadler, Bessie, Kirby, there's the other ones that missed the field. 8 drivers having to go home as 43 will start this 300-miler here momentarily.
I wondered why the cars aren't going green or haven't gone green, and at that time the flagman did not give the signal 1 lap to go, because I'm told that on the backstretch there have been a couple of sprinkles. It's been clear all day long, and just as the cars get ready to start this 300-mile race, have a few sprinkles on the backstretch.
They were anticipating some scattered showers in the area. It turned dark early this morning, but then cleared up just before the International Race of Champions event. And, of course, NASCAR's Winston Cup Happy Hour just completed a few moments ago as this field on the racetrack getting set for 300 miles of racing action from Talladega Superspeedway. When we'll come back, we'll wave the green flag for NASCAR's Busch Series at the world's fastest stock car facility. You are determined to get every one of those fries in.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Can I have a starting lineup for tomorrow? Have a starting lineup for tomorrow. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Do you have any onboard cameras? Does it show rain back there, Mike?
Oh, yeah. In the car, it's a lot.
Yeah, one little drop of rain looks like a bushel basket.
It does.
The seagull and a diuretic back there's what that is, baby.
Yeah.
It's not raining now?
Let's just watch the whole race from here.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
One camera.
Back your head out, will you, partner? Okay.
How long has it been since they run a race with one Ford?
Wow.
That Glenn Allen picture was the wrong picture. Yeah. All right, one to go.
Back at Talladega Superspeedway, look at this massive 2,000-acre facility built on what was a World War II Air Force training facility back many, many years ago. Now, a big weekend of action coming your way still from Talladega. Our NASCAR Winston Cup happy hour coverage over on ESPN2 at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. RPM tonight at 7 Eastern Time on the Deuce. And, of course, that's all later today. Tomorrow, RPM today, noon Eastern Time with ESPN2. NASCAR today at 12:30. And then our live flag-to-flag coverage of the 30th running of the NASCAR Winston Cup Die Hard 500 on ABC Sports at 1 o'clock Eastern Time from right here at Talladega Superspeedway. Well, we'll have 8 onboard cameras today to give you action up close and personal at these laps at close to 200 miles per hour, starting with Stanton Barrett in the car number 40. Back in 30 is spot the Channel Lock Chevrolet.
Chuck Bound, also the Exxon Superflow onboard camera. Shane Hall will be starting back in 12th spot, the CT Farman Country.
Mike McLaughlin's Gould's Pump Chevrolet starts outside of row 3 in 6th spot.
Then Dave Blaney right in front of him, the Amoco onboard camera.
And the Bob Evans Chevrolet will start inside of row 2. That's Randy LaJoie in the car number 1, the winner in Daytona, in this exact same car.
And we have cameras on the front row. Joe Nemechek, the Bell South Mobility onboard camera. And the pole sitter today, Kenny Schrader, the Briggs & Stratton onboard camera. As he follows the pace car, you see the lights are off. We'll be going green flag racing in about 1 mile.
Let's check in on the pits quickly with Ray Dunlap.
Well, Doc, we documented that Elton Sawyer is going to start with a provisional. They had a problem in their K-Tech engine. There was a piston that was bad, so they pulled that engine out. They got an engine from Andy Petrie Racing. It's the same one that Kenny Schrader used to win the pole at Daytona. They think it's going to be strong. The problem is they didn't get any practice in happy hour. Now to Bill Weber.
Terry Labonte is a 2-time NASCAR Winston Cup champion and sharing the driving duties of the Slim Jim Chevy in the Busch Series this year with his brother Bobby and Terry's son Justin. Terry is doing the driving duties here at Talladega, but yesterday at the end of happy hour, they broke a rocker arm. They have a brand new engine in that car, but it does not have a lap on it.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Pace car pulls away. Johnny Norton, NASCAR Busch Series flagman, waits all the way down, entering turn 1. That's where the start-finish line is here at Talladega. And what a crowd on their feet, estimated at over 90,000 strong, to watch exciting NASCAR Superspeedway action.
Jeff Purvis, evidently someone in front of him did not get a good start. He dove to the inside. NASCAR rules, you have to stay in line until you cross the start-finish line.
That's a tough call right there, man. Somebody checks up just a little bit, and you've got that momentum build up, and you just got to turn left or run over them. It's a safety issue sometimes.
Looking like an Oklahoma land rush down the backstretch, 4,000 feet. They are 2 and 3 wide, but the quick groove on the bottom of the racetrack, single file. Pole sitter Kenny Schrader, LaJoie in 2nd spot.
Started dead equal, and Kenny's pulled that far away just in 1 lap. But even with that little bit of help, most of the time you see in the Winston Cup races and in the Busch races, these guys run side by side for 2 or 3 laps before they get started.
And Jeff Purvis, the 4 car, the Lance Snacks car, was given a black flag by NASCAR. So you'll have to slow down, go in the pit area, and take a stop and go. As we see Dale Earnhardt Jr. drive to the inside, trying to make a move.
And there's David Green in the car number 41 down on the inside. Jason Jarrett, the young 2nd-generation driver, making a 3rd-generation driver, the grandson of Ned and son of Dale Jarrett, right in the middle of that sandwich as they exit off of turn 4. come at you at 194 miles an hour. 3 wide entering turn 1 at Talladega. Now the challenge for the lead up front.
Randy LaJoy. The red and white car goes to the inside of Schrader, takes the lead. Here comes Matt Kenseth trying to follow in the yellow number 17 car. Now we see Purvis down on the inside.
Now riding along with Joe Nemechek, the pole sitter and winner of this race a year ago. Watches the car, vibrates and bounces. How much do you feel that, Kyle?
You feel it. It's tremendous out there. I talked to John Andretti before I came up here. He told me under his arms were sore where it keeps hammering him down with the rib supports and hammering up under his arms. Lap after lap, you know, we talk about it, Bristol being a tough racetrack and a physical racetrack. I don't think there's any racetrack that's more physical than Talladega is now under the rules that the Busch Series and the Winston Cup guys have to race on.
And here is Jeff Burns. You heard Vinnie Martin say a moment ago, NASCAR, and wave the black flag, the consultation flag. He has to come all the way down pit road 55 miles an hour for a stop and go penalty that will cost him maybe a lap. He's going to try to hustle out of the pits as the leaders will shuffle now 3 wide again down the back stretch.
Once again, this is Joe Nemechek as he tries to hook up with the pole sitter, Kenny Schrader. Here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr., the blue car on the inside. Meanwhile, Dave Blaney, the Amoco car, is hung right in the middle. And that's no place to be.
He'll try to pull down in line and find him a spot to get back in that grab. And still nowhere to go. There's the Amoco rope cam. He is the lead in that sandwich to his right. To the Iowa short track ace, Brad Loney. There goes the car number 8. Bobby Hillen by. There is Todd Bodine going by in the 66 car.
You know, you see somebody get caught in the middle like that, and you say, why are they going by them on both sides? How does that happen? The draft just sucks these cars by on the inside and the outside. He's got nobody in front of him to break the wind and to make the car suck up a little bit, and he's just going to get hammered straight to the back.
Normally a spotter would be saying clear high or clear low, but a spotter can't say anything because he's not clear at all.
He's got no place to go. The best thing he can do is do exactly what he's doing. Being real patient. You hadn't seen him snatch the car to the inside or the outside to try to make somebody check up. He's just right there. It's a long race, man. They got plenty of time to go and plenty of time to get back in line.
One car that's been moving toward the front steadily, was awfully quick in practice, was the car number 41. And they ride along with Shane Hall with the car number 43, the Central Tractor Farm and Country Chevrolet. There's the 43 car. Now, the 41 car right in front of him, that is David Green. The 1994 Series champion, the AFG Industries Chevrolet. He was very stout in happy hour yesterday afternoon.
I was told he was one of the fastest cars in the happy hour practice. Meanwhile, he's trying to get to the front.
If you're not familiar with what happy hour is, that's a term they used in NASCAR for the final practice session prior to race day. It's usually on the afternoon prior to the race. A 1-hour session when everyone has their cars dialed in exactly, and that's why this guy was awfully good late yesterday.
And trust me, there's nothing happy about it at all.
We'll be back with more exciting NASCAR Busch Series Talladega action from Talladega Superspeedway after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Didn't look none too good, I tell you. The telemetry didn't look good at all. That's why I didn't say anything about it, because it just didn't look good at all.
How about for old Shane? He's coming, isn't he?
Just wasn't consistent. I mean, it was jumping around too much.
They swapped motors. He missed 3 of the first 5 races of the year, Kyle.
I saw 7,400
RPMs. Motors at Bristol,
and,
put in Fisher motors. He qualified 5th at Bristol and is running like a rocket here.
Yeah.
Dennis Fisher's got some engines.
He's got some good stuff right now. He definitely does.
Is this called?
Okay. But see, it jumps from 6,900 to 7,300. I mean,
and then back down.
There's 72 to 77, and was that in the wall? Was that the 22 in the wall?
He's slowing down, same way high over there.
Jimmy Kitchens. Okay.
Yeah, he's in the wall. Slow it down.
Well, it goes from 7,300 to 6,900. I mean, they should be steady.